Sunday the 19th of June 2016. This is a chart update for Doray Minerals. Doray's consolidated quite nicely the last few months. Probably hasn't had the run of some of the other gold stocks, especially the larger caps. I think there's probably a little bit of trepidation with some of the larger money about their forward production guidance, and whether they can get Deflector up and online and running a lot as expected. So I think if some of that trepidation is removed and Deflector starts to really hit its straps and hit the production guidance numbers, I think you'll start to see Doray move ahead again. And it'll probably be, I think particularly this week, there was quite a bit of volume starting to come into the stock. You can see here it's really sort of banging up against this $1 level a few times and getting knocked back down consistently. But most of the volume actually on these sort of the last week has been up above sort of 97 cents. Some of these low these low candles have been coming on for quite low volume. So I think the buyers still have the upper hand, and I think once that dollar breaks, I think you'll probably see a pretty quick move towards, say, $1.10. And I think that might come on. I know they did have a first concentrate production from Deflector this week. And they had that announcement and some decent drilling results from nearby Andy Well exploration as well. So that's another positive sign. There's still, they've got all these sort of JVs as well for exploration in the wings too. So consistent sort of results probably every month or two from some of those JVs. And I think with the pedigree that Doray have, they're likely to find something in one of those JVs. It might take a while, but they've really exploration is their strong suit, so you want to back them on that front. But I think Deflector in the next couple of months you'll start to see some good numbers coming out of Deflector, and Doray are very good communicators, consistent announcements, well presented, and I think the market will start to really keep following that story. I know I did a chart for Saracen today, and it wasn't Saracen hadn't done a lot toward the end of last year, and when Thunderbox came online in the last couple of months, it's really kicked on. That was what triggered it. I think some bigger buyers don't necessarily worry about the price too much. They just want to see that certainty of production. So once that comes online and they can see that certainty of production, they'll buy again. I know Hunter Hall had sold a small portion, I think, up about $1. Now I think Hunter Hall, the reasons they acquired this stock sort of, predominantly above 70 cents was all those reasons are still in place, and I don't see why they'd be selling it. So I'd probably lean on the view that I think it was probably about this bar here, up around $1 they were selling. My view is that that's probably something to do with their internal portfolio rebalancing. They're not allowed to have, they had a big chunk of Doray, I think almost up to 15-20% of the shares. So I think that selling might have been just a rebalancing effect, and I don't see them as a consistent seller above $1. The reasons they were buying were for this to be a long-term hold on forward production, sort of from Deflector coming online. So I don't see why they'd be selling just as Deflector is about to start to ramp up. So I don't see them as having a big overhang of stock above $1 or anything. So I'd expect Doray to keep. It's been I like how it's consolidated in this area, not got to kick on too much. But I think that next move, you're going to see another one of these sort of sharp movements up to maybe $1.20 as Deflector really hits its straps. And we've got the kicker of some of those exploration results as well.